Hi guys, and welcome back to my channel. And today I'm going to be doing this red peachy spring look for you guys. This look is perfect for a day out. Now that we're approaching spring, obviously we love a little bit of a glow. At least I love a little bit of a glow. So yeah guys, if you guys want to see how I created this red peachy look, then please continue watching. So I went ahead and zoomed you guys in, and I went ahead and also did my eyebrows off camera. And I'm going to go ahead and start off with the moisturizer, and I'm using the Lancome Energie de Vie. This is basically a gel-based moisturizer, and it's perfect for days where you just want a little bit of moisture, especially for combination oily skin. And for concealer, I'm going to be using this concealer from Colourpop, and I'm basically just using this as a primer. And I'm using it to sort of prime my eyelids. And I'm going ahead and setting my eyelids with the Too Faced foundation powder. This is a foundation powder, but it's so light that I love to use it to sort of set as well. So I'm going ahead and sticking on these sticky tapes. I'm just using this to sort of wing out my eyeshadow, and I really want to give it that defined sort of wing at the edges. And for eyeshadows, I'm going to be using this Morphe palette. It's the 25C palette, and I'm going to go ahead and use the shade Lailani, and I'm going to go ahead and just use that as the transition shade sort of on the entire lid. And then I'm going to be taking the shade Magali, and I'm going to go ahead and use that sort of on the crease. I'm also working it more towards the outer of the crease. And now I'm taking this shade Amy, and I'm just only using that on the outer of the crease. I'm using sort of a shadow brush, and I'm just using that on the entire crease only, and more towards defining it towards the end of the crease. And now I'm going ahead and taking a little bit of my Peachy setting spray, and I'm just spraying that onto a very flat sort of an eyeliner brush. And I'm going to go ahead and take the shade Sydney, and I'm just using this as an eyeliner. I'm actually sort of wetting it and using it to sort of line sort of my upper lash line, because I want to sort of use it as a liner, but at the same time I want the color to pop sort of on the upper lash line. And now I'm taking this shade Grace, and I'm doing the same thing with the same exact brush because I really want to sort of add that extra color. And now I'm just taking my same blending brush, and I'm just blending in any harsh edges. And now I'm going ahead and taking the shade Juno from the palette and highlighting my brow bone. And I'm going to go ahead and take a smaller brush, and I'm going to highlight my inner corners to add a little bit of pop of highlight. And now taking this eyeliner from Sephora, I'm just going to line my lower lash line. So I'm going to go ahead and coat my eyelashes with the Dior mascara. And now I'm just going to go ahead and remove the tape, and you guys can see a little bit of that defined crease. And now moving right into face makeup, I'm going to go ahead and start off with this moisturizing priming oil. It's by Josie Maran. I really like to use these on days where I want a little bit of an extra glow. And it does have a little bit of an illuminating effect, which I really love. And for foundation, I'm going to be using my go-to Holy Grail product, which is the MAC Studio Fix, and I'm just applying that. And I'm going to go ahead and use a buffing brush to sort of buff my foundation into the skin, and then I'm just taking my beauty blender and just sort of making sure that everything is blended in together. And for concealer, of course, I'm using the same concealer, which is the Colourpop one that I used earlier, and I'm just sort of highlighting underneath the eyes and on the bridge of the nose and all the places where I like to highlight. So I'm going ahead and blending that concealer in, and I love how this concealer blends so beautifully. And now taking the same Too Faced foundation powder that I used earlier, I'm just going ahead and setting my under eyes and all the places where I sort of concealed. And now I'm taking this concealer from Nars. It's actually in the darker shade. I think it's in the shade Hazelnut. And I'm using this to contour. I love using this to sometimes contour because it does a really great job. It gives you that defined contour and it blends beautifully. So if you guys can see, I'm just sort of dotting it. I'm not really creating a really harsh line. I'm just making dots, and then I'm going to go ahead and blend it in into the skin. And I'm also just going to add that onto the tip of my nose where I like to contour a little bit. Now I'm going ahead and taking a stippling brush and I'm just blending my contour in. I love this concealer. Like I said, it's so creamy. It blends in beautifully. And now to add a little bit of extra warmth, I want to add my Benefit Hoola bronzer. I had the mini one in front of me, so I'm just going ahead and using that. And I'm just adding a little bit of warmth into the skin and also just sort of setting that contour. And I'm just also applying it a little bit on my jawline and all the places where I like to sort of add a little warmth. And for highlighter, I'm going to be using this highlighter from Este Edit. And it's a really beautiful sort of a pearly sort of highlighter. It has that pearly sort of undertone. Oh yeah, it's really pretty. And you guys can see that it is super, super popping. Like, oh my god, like look at that. It's just like one stroke and it gives you that immediate sort of glow. And this is perfect for days when you want that extra highlight. And I'm also going to go ahead and highlight my nose, like sort of the tip of my nose and the bridge of my nose as well. And now I'm taking that same blending brush that I used earlier and I'm just sort of smoking out my lower lash line and making sure all the colors are sort of connecting together. And now taking that same eyeliner brush that I used earlier and I'm just defining that a little bit with the same colors that I used earlier. And now I'm taking this lip and cheek tint from Benefit. I'm using this to sort of, for my cheeks, I'm going to go ahead and use this as a blush. I love how this gives you a very subtle pop of color and I'm just adding that to where like sort of the center of my cheeks, sort of the apples of my cheeks, and I'm just going to use that to sort of add that extra pop of color. And I'm just using my beauty blender and blending in everything and making sure that it's all blended in with the bronzer and the contour and everything together. And now, of course, for lips, I'm going to be using this duo from Nars. One is a lip pencil and the other one is a lip gloss. I'm going to go ahead and list everything down below in the description box, all the shades and colors that I've used today. And yeah, taking this lip pencil, I'm going to go ahead and line my lips. So what's great about this lip pencil is that it's easy to line your lips as well, and you don't even need a lip liner to line your lips. So I'm just going ahead and doing that first, and then I'm just going to fill it in just like a normal lipstick. And of course the gloss is going to add a little bit of that extra pop of color and a little bit of shimmer, which I really like. And now taking that setting spray from Peachy, I'm going to go ahead and set my face. And what I love about this setting spray is that it gives me that natural sort of glow, and that's what I'm sort of going for today. And I'm going to go ahead and also highlight my collarbone. Since I am wearing an off-shoulder top, I'm just going ahead and just highlighting the collarbone area and all the places where I sort of want to define and add a little bit of extra glow sort of on my shoulders and on the collarbone. So this basically concludes this video. I really hope that you guys like this tutorial, and I will go ahead and list all the products that I use right down below in the description box. Don't forget to check out my social medias. I am on Instagram and Facebook, and of course if you guys did like this video, then don't forget to give it a thumbs up, and don't forget to subscribe to my channel to see more videos. And thank you so much for watching, and I will see you guys all next time. Bye!